Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk. In our last episode we stopped 0 people from leaving to London. We had done it ages ago though. We've started to accepting some refugees who are outrunning what they say is a giant storm. So it'd be interesting to see what they got to say about that. We're building more homes for them. We've got loads of resources. All of our resources are looking good. Our coal income is still in the green. And let's check our food as well. Our food is also nicely in the green as well, even with the extra people on their way. So let's check on our research as well. So we're getting tier 5 now. So we're going to start getting some more maybe increased heat levels. We can improve our scouts as well. And yeah, we're looking good. So let's crack on with everything. Hopefully the houses will be built soon. If you're wondering why these buildings are red, it's just these are our coal buildings. So there's not much room for coal because we're keeping on top of it. Our food ones are also not doing anything because we're high on our food now. So we're actually stockpiling raw food now, which is great. We're getting a nice constant stream of steamwork cores from Tester City. We do currently have 5. As far as I am aware, our buildings are all upgraded. But we will need some steamwork cores when we get tier 5 because we're going to need them for the advanced wall drills and the advanced coal mines. So I'm going to speed things up. Let's get the advanced coal mines. What was I going to check? I was going to check something. Yes, our scout is on his way to get him. Ah, that was it. Yeah, I need to make sure the medical posts are working at full tilt because we've got a lot of sick people coming in. I think I said in the last episode, this is a good time to distribute all your people. If you can, try not to distribute all of them. You know, try and have some in reserves. Make sure our workshops are in overtime as well. Yep. I heard a noise, but I was. Oh, is it? Oh, it's our scout. They've reached the survivors. So the temperature has dropped once again. We do have quite a few places that are looking blue, so I'm just going to switch on the override. There we go, nice and warm and toasty. So actually I should have gone for that tier 3 really, shouldn't I? We'll see if we can get it in this day. What's going on over here? Oh, so there, we know this keeps on appearing now. It's just the person's found another people hiding supplies and just snuffed them out. We'll do our bit of easy. We know we're like maxed out on hope, and discontent is nowhere to be seen. Ah, so this second wave of the refugees, another huge group of refugees has arrived. They are in even worse condition than the previous one. Many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming though. Should we let them in? Of course. Everyone is welcome. We've got 25 of them ill, 25 gravely ill, 70 people in total. Everyone is welcome. I believe, yeah, do have to activate this again. I want to get this as soon as possible. Let's just, where is it? I've lost it now. There it is. I want to get all of our medical places. I think full tilt here. Now we do, we have not got much room, so I'm going to, no, it's under health. House of healing, that's it. I'm going to build another one of these. Actually, how many patients does it take? It takes 10. Where do I want to build it? Build it here if I can. No, can't build it there. Got loads of space over here, so I'll build it over here actually. I'll build it. We will upgrade our brand new coal mines. Because I don't know how much coal we're going to end up using when we switch to level 4. It's red at the moment because the coal's maxed out. They don't see the need to get any more coal at the moment. Got more people coming in, so we'll send a scout. Another 38 and 20, was it 38 workers, 22 people, 60 survivors, of course. You can see it there. So let's just check our homes. We've got 30 vacant beds. I will build another 4. A wise man, sir, dying old man, has written a letter to you from the House of Healing. I will die a good death in due time, not in pain from illness or cold. I will die in peace, knowing that our city is in good hands. You understand that more than food and shelter, people need something to nourish their souls. For this, I thank you. So we've ran our city so well that he has died peacefully. One with no fear or worry and full stomachs. So let's build another 3 of these. I can put one there. I'm trying to keep it all, keeping them all close. I do feel like building them along here. Yeah, we'll do that. Build them along there. I can put one there as well. We are going to have to build a steam hub here. Because as you can see, they are cold. Make sure the roads are fine. Do it in between here. I'll have it come across there as well. I'm starting to call them roads again. Sorry, streets. Right, this is done. So we'll shove some workers in there and we'll boost it as well. So there we are. Let's help get some of our sick people down. I could build another one, but I'm pretty sure some of these people will be treated before then. Now it looks like we will just about get that upgrade for this. And we did, so that's good. I'm going to get our faster scouts. Now we won't know the consumption, or will we? Oh, we will, so that's good. So we're just about in the green. And yep, our coal mines are all upgraded, so that is brilliant. So I can now turn this off. Let's just check everything. Yep, so everything is nice and yellow, which is great. That's what you want to see. At least yellow or red. Yellow or red. Yeah, I don't see any more blues. Now we do have quite a few bit people, and I'm even though we are in green, I don't really like it that small. So what I am going to do is I'm going to build another coal thumper. Now you're going to need at least 50 people to put one of these down, because you need 10 to run the coal thumper and 4 to run the gathering posts. So you need at least 50 people. I said 4. You know what I mean. 4 times 10. Gathering posts. So 1, 2, 3. We'll put it in the back here. 4. Is it being done by a Faith Tower? It is not, so we're going to put Faith Towers there as well. We need to put streets down. There, there. We'll have it come to the back, around. No need to put them on overtime, because our actual coal income is pretty good. So actually that's actually pretty nice, because if I was to put everyone on overtime, then this would shoot all out. So let's fast forward. Let's see what this is. Our first casualty. Sir, we just had our first duel to the death. Apparently the killer had held a long time grudge against another man and challenged him to a duel. It's fair enough. We now actually have 5 people dead. Looks like he was working here. Oh no, he wasn't working here. Working here. I'll take the engineers off and put the workers in there. Make sure the buildings are nice and warm. This one's actually very cold. Let's fix that. I'll have it come from over here. And we'll put another steam hub down. Yeah, because at the moment it's not being heated. So I'll put it there. That frees up this area here as well. We can start using that as well. We can sign another law. I'm pretty much done with the laws. I mean, I'm not going to use triage because it kills our people. I'm not going to put the children to work in any other buildings apart from food buildings. We could give our people some more pleasure, but our discontent is already low, so I don't feel the need for that. In terms of the faith, I could become the complete ruler and we wouldn't have to worry about hope, but I feel like we're fine as we are. We don't need to 100% become a cult. So we're going to put some people in the coal thumper, get that starting to gather up some of these coal piles. And some of our sick people are now coming back now as well. Get people to work in here. No coal there at the moment because it's not the work day, but now it is. So this is the third wave. A third group of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and by tending to the grave of the ill and injured with them. Their leader, Nassan, isn't among them. Excuse me. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stay behind with those who were too ill to travel. Nassan amongst them. God have mercy. I feel like it's meant to be an on. God have mercy on us all. The great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? So there's 60 people in total. 50 of them are sick. And of course, everyone is welcome. What looms ahead? So there it is. You can see it here. So now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The great frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. So, as you can see, it is on the horizon. The big giant storm is on the way. What we're going to want to do is get our scouts out. You're going to get them out. I'm going to send them here first. We got loads of people sick. So I'm going to put another 2 of these down. Let's make sure. Yeah, so we need a shrine. I'm going to build a road, for God's sake. A street. I'm going to put a street here, put it up there. So the shrines will help boost the efficiency of them as well. So I need to put one over here as well, actually. For some reason it does highlight the Steam hubs, but it doesn't actually do anything to the Steam hubs. We should be fine. Everyone's homed, has a house, so that's good. So temperature is about to go up. If it hasn't already done it, it might have already done it actually. Oh yeah, it's already done it. So the game will let you, gives you a chance to start stockpiling the coal. Looks like we could probably go down even more. Let's keep researching. We're going to get the coal thumper injectors. So this will make us coal thumpers produce 15% faster coal piles. So that's good. Get that. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the temperatures here. I want to see if we can see a level 2. Not like we need to stockpile coal. Actually, yeah, let's leave it at level 4. We'll leave it at level 4. Everyone can enjoy the warmth. Look at this. Look at this. Who needs hot springs? So, I'm going to put our engineers in here. I'm going to wait for this to finish, and then I'm going to buff all of them at the same time. Oh yes, let's do our scouts. And you definitely want to keep an eye on your scouts. You want to do as many as possible. Oh, I just realised there's an upgrade we need to get actually. We need to get this up here. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to do it as our next research. So this becomes available when the storm, when you first see the storm. So this will tell you how long you got left before the storm comes. It will also change your quest down here. It will tell you what you need to do. So I'll get that. I'll make sure I get that as the next upgrade. So let's buff all of our medical places. It's getting hard to find things now. There we go. Only one person is sick. Well, one person that has got like a hospital bed, but it's fine. I'm just going to speed up the game now, because we're just waiting around now. Hope is still high, even with the storm coming and there's no discontent. So let's grab this. So let's see what we got here. Ice crevice. We found the dying people Nansen's refugees told us about. Nansen's? Or it might be Nansen's. They're sheltering in an ice crevice, so we found some survivors. So we found 11 workers, 7 children as well are amongst them. These people are on the last legs despite taking shelter in an ice crevice. Many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own, some can hardly speak. Bring them back, escort them back. Bring them back, scouts. Now, We are going to have to keep an eye on the storm because it is slowly coming this way, and we will lose our outpost here for the steamwork cause. So make sure you get the most out of that. We do have the fast upgrade on, so we should be getting a nice amount of steamwork cores anyway. So scouts have reached another, so found some more survivors in the deep hollow. Train drops suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky bottom. So it's a long way down. Those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city quickly. We also found another place we can go to. So 11 workers and some more children. So yes, of course, bring them home. Bring them on the home, scouts. We need to help as many people as possible. So they've come back now, and we do actually need to build some more houses here. So I'm going to build them in this area that we've done. I'm going to just fill up this area if I can. Yeah, that is good. Let's put all the streets down. No, I was hoping maybe we could put like something in there. Maybe a house of prayer? Nah, it's too big. Leave it as is. So let's get our scouts back out there again. We're going to go to the ones closest to the storm. Get those over and done with. Back some more people. So you can go over here, please. So those houses we built is enough to house those people coming in. Go up here, please. You going? Yes, you are. So with the storm, you are going to make sure that you are prepared. Once you get that upgrade for the lens, which is here, we'll tell you. So prepare for the storm. So the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've double and triple checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible, the plants in the hothouses will freeze, everyone left outside the city will perish, and so will we. If we can't heat our homes properly, we have to prepare. And of course open our thoughts because everyone is now panicking. So yeah, in short, you do have to start prepping now. You know, you've got to make sure you're ready for it. When it does hit us, you will no longer be able to gather any food from the hunting homes or the hothouses because it is so cold. So you need to make sure you're stockpiling up some food. So, just pause in here. There was a food one and there's also a cold one, these objectives. Now the food one, most of the time it is aimed at the rations. Most of the time it's anywhere between the 2,000 to the 3,000 mark. So you need at least anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 food rations stored up to survive. Cold is, you need particular upgrades. So the cold is you need at least generator power level 3. And you need the overdrive couplers because it gives you +2 levels on your heat. So you need those 2 upgrades. The other ones here is recall all of our scouts and outpost teams. We're not going to do that just yet because they're busy at work. And rescue people that are out here. So there we are. So that one's highlighted. So we now know that there are more survivors here. So it's just a case, like I said, we've got to just keep an eye on the storm because I want to get as many steamwork cores out of this as possible. Let's work on our next upgrade. I'm going to get the wall drill. I believe our coal consumption is more than adequate. You can't tell at the moment because we're going backwards and forwards from it. Oh, yes, it's fine. So we're going to go get those survivors. Our other scout will be at that other location soon. I hope it's not looking great. We've still got a lot of sick people, so I'm going to boost hospitals again. Let's check out the scout. So Camp Vulcan. As we approach the camp, we can see that its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sleds. So we've actually found even more survivors than what the quest was telling us about. Over the spec. You're going the wrong way, the scientists mistook us for the refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they are nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nassan on that if you reach him in the south. The work here is done. We could convince them to join us so we could show them our city. So we can either escort them back direct, or we can tell them where it is, or we can just let the scientists go their own way. We're actually going to escort them back. And we've got another place we can go to. In terms of the storm, probably about 8 days. 8 days before it gets here. In terms of the temperature, so it's going to drop down to -70 soon, and then it'll go back up to negative 60. So the game does do what it's always been doing. It shows you where you need to improve. I'm pretty sure our town is good to go. Another person's died from dueling. These are the other survivors. A group of barely alive people hiding in several burrows dug into piles of snow. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. So of course bring them back, some more children and some workers. So if you haven't got, if we didn't have the children as work labourers, we wouldn't have been able to put them in our food buildings. And I don't know if you've noticed, but most of the survivors, or quite a lot of the survivors, are actually children. We've got 67 children now. So if you are struggling with food, now is and also with people management, and hopefully you did get the children work labour law, then now is a very good time to, you know, put some hot houses down to get the food, even if it means you have to sacrifice another building, you know, like get rid of a tree wall drill to get some steamwork cores back, because you do get 2 steamwork cores back for doing that. I mean, you can't really dismantle the coal. I mean, you could if you want. I mean, because you've got so many people coming in, you could sacrifice a coal mine, because you get free from there. You could sacrifice a coal mine and then put down thumpers, especially if you've got at least 50 people. You can put down the coal thumpers to balance it out back again. A runaway child. Sir, man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left, so we can either stop him, because he'll die too, prevent the man from leaving. We can equip him for the journey, give him some food rations, or we can ignore him. We are going to equip him for the journey. Get out there, man. Go grab your daughter. Drag her back. Tell her she was a donut. Now, because a lot of our people are becoming healthy again, they are going to need a home. That's fine. I'm not bothered about resources at this point. So they'll come back with the engineers. It's great. We are building more homes, so they will be housed soon. Scouts, get back out there. It is getting closer. So we're now going to hit -70. So let's check our city. And we are still in the yellow and or red. So I am happy with that. No need to worry. Cold come is better than ever. So let's have a look. It's always good to get the hothouse selection if you can, because you get 15% more food. I'm going to finish off the radiator section. Let's do that. Let's finish with the radiator section. We can upgrade our wood income, so we're going to do that. Let's just activate all of our abilities here. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh yes, I just found some more resources, thank you very much. They can steal some if they want. I mean, we've got loads now. More people come back, it's great. We've saved all the rest, we've saved everyone. We saved everyone we could from the places we knew were still sheltering survivors. God help the rest. So all that's left on our objective is to bring our scouts back in and our outpost teams. Looks like everyone still has a home, so that's good. Let's get our scouts back out. I'm going to send him over here to get this one. I think the moment we see the dreadnought is frozen, we'll have to call our outpost team here back. And you're going to want to do that before it hits them, because you will lose those people, and I believe the outpost people, that's at least 10 people. So let's keep going with the generator. Scouts made it here, that's great. It's good that the scouts are out doing that, because otherwise I wouldn't actually check here. They probably would end up dying, because I don't really check the Frostlands that often. So because they are going to the destinations, it is making me go out there and check. So we've now got the maximum radiators. So any buildings that now become blue and have a radiator, we are going to want to turn them on. Because we are at the max that this can go. I mean, technically we're not, well, we can do the override, but yeah, any buildings with blue, you're gonna want to turn on the radiators for them. We've got all of our abilities going on here, doing all their praying. Nearer. So jagged rocks, the surface looks like it's been fractured by the shock of an underground explosion. It appears there may have been an underground base here. Oh, that's a good idea. Ruins of the underground base reek of sulphur. It must have been a warm and sheltered place, but now exploring its depths is dangerous. Exploring the ruins, we found a briefcase signed by Nassan. It seems to contain some interesting blueprints. So we've now acquired some technology. It doesn't actually tell you, but you can kind of get an idea what it is. So this has got a shield on it. Let's just make it go here. So it'll be the case that, looking back here, he's actually grabbed this upgrade right here. So we don't need to do this upgrade. See, he's found it. Let's send a scout up here. He's getting quite close to this lot here now. We do have some more homeless, so let's build some more homes. We'll make use of this area over here. Put two down over there. All of our resources are pretty much maxed out. Look at large group of people. So let's see what we found here. NASA and Stormwatch. This sturdy building could withstand a severe Arctic winter. It's cramped with sophisticated scientific equipment, yet the camp seems to be abandoned. That sounds warning. We found a note left by NASA and his co-workers. The expected cold is hard to predict. It will be way below any temperature ever recorded on Earth. Gale falls 10 as the jet stream seems to abate on descent. Afterwards, the climate shall start improving slowly. We're moving towards this apocalyptic storm to confirm our predictions. Farewell and may God protect you. So we found some more technology here. So, house insulation, so that's good. Oh, look, things are starting to freeze over now. We'll have to send our scout over here. So, yeah, come over here, please. So we've now got the shield, safety bypass, so this makes the stress on the generator go up 25% slower and it makes it full 25% faster, so we can leave it on override for longer. We also had the house insulation, so we don't have to get that either, so that's great. Hopefully we can find some more research. So Camp Meteor. The camp is built around a large hole in the ice. It might be the impact crater of a meteorite. There's a block and tackle attached to the top of the steel framework built over a hole. A fallen star. We searched the remains of the camp. This must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched this hole in the ice. Now the place is deserted and there's nothing of value to be found. We found some more places as well. So we're going to quickly go over here because it is the nearest to the storm. And things are looking good. Yep. We've got loads of people there still. So I'm going to leave this episode here. We have done really well, I'd say. We've got loads of people now. 83 workers, 65 engineers and 75 children. We've got a nice decent amount of steam workforce as well. So if we was low on food, we could easily just build more hothouses, put children in there. Our food income is still fine, so is our coal. All those sick people are pretty much cured now, and they're just living in the homes, I guess, just waiting. They have had a harsh journey, so it is nice for them to rest. We've got some technologies as well on the way. We won't bring them back just yet. We need to get as many of the scouting places as possible. Got to recall our outpost soon, so we'll do all that in the next episode. Hopefully we'll find all the spots soon. We can bring all these lot back in, and yeah, we're pretty much prepped for the storm already. Everything's looking nice and toasty, so you know, I say bring it on. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much for coming to watch this episode. If there's anything I can do to improve, please leave a comment down below, and have a wonderful day.